Hello everyone. A very good evening to you all. A truly wonderful evening. And here we are, finally starting with the much anticipated second part of our program. I sincerely hope you've already taken the opportunity to visit the bathroom, perhaps even change the canary's water, and I will patiently wait for you to be fully ready to continue. And now guys, on sensor, someone said we've already moved past the family-friendly zone, so we're good to go. Okay, well, at least you've already successfully made the necessary ropes for the Navy, so there's absolutely no problem at all. The fuel tank is completely full again, and now I'm gonna go and get myself a second much needed coffee. Alright, very good evening. Very good evening everyone. 9 people here. Let's see who else joins in, and well, let's see how this story ends, this sad story of the client. Alright then. Let's take a look and see what we have here. Let's proceed to this particular spot. Here I extend my greetings to my esteemed Platinum members as well. And now I will proceed to share the OBS window with all of you because it is currently showing up there on the screen. Perfect. Well, let's turn it on and get it going. Come on, let's proceed to turn it on and activate the system. Let's carefully observe and thoroughly check to ensure that this action did not in fact cause any unexpected errors or malfunctions within the operational parameters. And meticulously pasting everything. And now, to truly see it internally, well, I am going to put a robust root base, or perhaps it's not, rather I will be selling it here to an RDP, and that's perfectly fine as long as it has a compatible version available now. But if it's with a Rubes, it's definitely not going to touch that at all. How are you? Good evening. Jose Eduardo, what's up, brother? Good evening. Welcome to the live broadcast. Here we are, getting started with all the good stuff on the grill. We finally managed to install Windows, guys. The factory Windows from Lenovo. I am now going to carefully wipe off a smudge I just made with my finger right here. And right now what intrigues me is which version of Windows you have. Well, clearly it's Windows 11, but under which build? Let's see which build it is. So it's asking for the country. It's Mexico. You guys already know this form. Mexico, and from there I'm going to enter the client's account. I don't know if it's the client's or if I'll use one of mine for testing. We'll see in a moment. Let's see where the file is. The keyboard is currently set to the Latin American layout. We select it, we don't want another layout. And here it's already asking us for an internet connection. Let's proceed to connect this device to my personal network system. Knowing precisely how to connect it securely with my personal password would be a very good and important question to consider. Here, perhaps utilizing a mobile phone or even a dedicated mobile phone device to establish a reliable connection to the client's network. From the good glasses. Limited. Sit here to the client's network. It's already connecting perfectly, which is great. Next, we can proceed checking for updates, more updates still. Huh? Oh my god, how frustrating. Well, sorry to bother you a bit during your live stream. What happened is that I installed Windows 11 on the HP 15 DW1 XXX laptop, and when I turn it on, the laptop freezes. Brother, please check for me when you start up your HP. Go into the BIOS and tell me which BIOS version you have. That happened to me. Same thing with another HP also model 15, but it wasn't a DB, it was an LGA1, and the BIOS was the problem. First I had to update the BIOS and then install the Windows distribution. Now it has to be the official one for your device. Make sure it's directly the HP OEM version. If not, if you install it now, or well, if you install a generic Windows 11, it's going to give you the same freezing issue even if you've updated the BIOS. You're still going to have the same problem. The exact same issue, man. We shared some videos a while ago on Discord and in the WhatsApp group from a colleague, in fact, from our good friend Ower, or Jonathan, I think his name was, who also had a similar problem where Windows was giving him blue screens, but in his case it was already due to issues with the distribution. And the best part is that now he has to do a reset with the HP tool. If you want to avoid the hassle of preparing the ISO-M with the official tool from your Genome backyard, and you still don't have the registration, the label, or the sticker isn't clear, well, in that case you're gonna have to struggle a bit, right? But anyway, if you're persistent, you'll find the whole model, the series and everything. In case you can't find it and you're unable to do the recovery, I invite you to become a Platinum member, a Plus member of our community. That way, you'll have an ISO specifically prepared for your model. Normally, for the Helium Packard ones, well, right now we already have an ISO for the 15 series, right, Yorivi? Yes. Or was it for the 24H2? The 15 series. And on top of that, that ISO was for gaming. It had NVIDIA drivers, exactly. That one could work for you, Master. And it's a standard ISO that you just download and put on a Ventoy, or if you prefer, Arusas, and you deploy it without any problem. I think it was the 14 or the 15, I don't remember which one it was. Perfect. Either way, we'll check it. I'm gonna click accept here. Let's do this. Give the computer a name. Let's give it a name. Let's say it's a Lenovo. Lenovo dash, well, the power. No, V14. Okay. It's going to initiate a complete system restart within this carefully defined operational range, encompassing various critical parameters and essential functions. This restart process is designed to ensure optimal performance and stability across all integrated components and interconnected systems, addressing any potential anomalies or minor discrepancies that may have arisen during previous operations. And let it restart. How's it going? It's back. Come on, Remy, no problem at all. Let's see that everything starts up. And after that, as I mentioned, we're gonna start building the ISO for this Lenovo. But that's the best part of all. You no longer have to deal with any of the unpleasant steps of preparation and everything else it does. Now, it's a complete ISO directly from the OEM. Once again, just a moment, please. I think this version isn't even home. Oh, hello, please. This will be the first Lenovo we have that's Pro. Oh yes, look, it's a Pro. How wonderful, let's see. And I don't have to do that trick of opening CMD and entering the thing. It's already done. Okay, yes, it's definitely a Pro, guys. We have a genuine Pro, a real professional model from Lenovo. It's certainly not a home SL. Alright, now what name should we give it? The name of our very dear friend Mari. Next, then next, and just let it go. Let's disable all of this. We're not interested. Let's go ahead and accept that, shall we? Here comes the Lenovo warranty, which is the same thing that pops up actually. We'll see this in a virtual machine. Here I'm gonna click skip. I'll do that later. Well, actually they already have it. For now we have the serial and everything else. let's wait. By the way, remember these guys, what we do in Donable, just a heads up before doing anything, even with Lenovo's own recovery, make sure the drive is not encrypted, because it happened to me. That's actually why we're taking much longer right now. The drive was encrypted. When I went through the whole process, it gave me an error. I missed that detail, and that's why we ran into trouble at 85%. After that, it showed that the disk drive was partially encrypted, so thank you. I had to rely in a way on the tools we have that our good friend Petrita Rusas and also our good friend Socrates have created. I used our Ventoy with the portable tools we have, specifically with OMI or Partition Wizard. You directly remove the disk encryption and then reinstall the OEM system that you capture on your Lenovo USB drive or with the Lenovo tool. And with that, I didn't get the error anymore. It took a long time. Yes, it took a long time, but the error didn't come up anymore. That was good. Then there was a second one, which you could say was a second in quotes, because I was already doing all the captures here, and I got a blue screen. After that, I went into WinR options, and that's when this option appeared for how we wanted the add-on, which we actually have here in the background. I'm gonna click on where is this specific one right here. Did it crash? Then this one popped up and we clicked yes. To keep those attributes sort of, we mentioned that in the first part of the stream, that's where you'll find out what we were talking about regarding these options. And the questions we still have, okay? Because we still have questions, and that's it, okay? That's basically the summary. In summary, and to conclude, and now we just have to wait for the desktop to load. It's eating me up inside. Which version is it going to be? Which version? But which version? Oh god, which one will it be? Which will it be? I hope it's a good one, a really good one. I really hope so. And I'm gonna have to download from our cloud whatever the Russian letters have prepared for us, which should be around here. And the pink life is still present, very much so, even though right now she had to go rest. The one from Joya, what I had requested from her for all of you. Especially for our Esteem Plus members. I truly believe that she is fully prepared and will meticulously take care of all the necessary arrangements and details for you. However, before we proceed with anything further, I absolutely must download it first. Oh, and speaking of which, where exactly did we last leave it? It's quite important that we locate it immediately. And its 3 distinct floors should definitely be located in one of these specific areas. And there's nothing here, can you believe it? Is this truly a test? A genuine challenge to my understanding? But seriously, where exactly did she leave it? This precious item, poverty. Where on earth did she misplace this? Oh my goodness, Jesus, where could it possibly be? She absolutely did not leave it for me precisely where I had explicitly told her to leave it. The option, the tools, yes, those are what I need. Let's see. Here, when they're here. $22. Can you truly believe it? Okay, she saved it in my folder. And starting from the beginning, many already started. The beginning again, from the start. And I'll put it here. One minute, guys, 1 minute. I want to see what our good friend left this for me, because she did leave it somewhere. Again, and in peace. Then we just have a bunch of HP, I found it, and if we don't have it under control, you can load the state, and if you get there, now you're gonna know what I'm talking about, guys. Seriously, you'll see it. And last year, the team that would eventually become 23H2 or even 24H2 a comprehensive review from August or perhaps May of last year, although it significantly depends on precisely how much effort they truly put into that particular recovery, which now hardly receives any substantial updates actually. Well, right now I am going to let that specific detail download. What I truly want to see is this now. Well, this has started up quite normally. I'm going to put here a Wimber. It's a 24H2. We can celebrate Georgie and company. It's a 24H2. What do you think? It comes with its latest update. Very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna take a photo of this. They're not particularly great, guys, but there it is fully activated and we didn't even touch a single solitary thing. I will also be sure to send this important screenshot to the entire group for everyone to see. It could also potentially be found within our apologies group. Well, we can even clearly see it right here. I'm going to move it over to this side. I have my phone successfully connected, so you can easily copy it and then we will carefully paste it into the chain. I'm gonna make it smaller and we'll paste it here in the remote of the remote. You can see it. It's a 24H2, the very latest build, the most recent version. No, it's not much, it's just going to be another 24 hours, yes indeed, and it's a Pro Edition. Maybe it came with a previous build, but with the updates you downloaded, you got to the latest one, the very latest. Now, what we need to see is if when we extract the ISO, it will keep that build or revert to the factory one. Alright, there we have it. I'm going to quickly download. Well, since it's a Pro version, it will let me access the computer remotely in the usual way. I just need to enable remote desktop, and actually I'll do it right here so there won't be any issues. I already opened the browser because I was going to download RDP, but we skipped that step to avoid any complications. Let's get the credentials to connect to the device remotely so you all can see it without any problems. It's just that this is version 10.135, so let's see if it works without any issues. Go to Start, then Settings, and let's go here to Accounts. The system accounts for my remote desktop. Let's confirm and tell it that we want it to accept the remote desktop protocol. Done. Also, I didn't assign a password to the remote desktop account. Since we have the policy enabled, it's going to ask me for a password. Since I left it blank, I'll quickly set a password. Account, my account. For another account, let's create a password for Marine. We'll set a simple one. Done. And after meticulously setting up all the necessary configurations, including network parameters, firewall rules, and ensuring the remote desktop service is active and properly configured on the target machine, we are now ready to proceed with the crucial step of attempting to establish a remote connection to the computer. You will undoubtedly notice right now, as you are observing the live feed of the physical machine displayed prominently on your screen, that I'm preparing to input the specific IP address, which is 192.168.0.10 into the designated field here, initiating the connection process to access the remote system. 175. Done. We click here on connect to see if it works for me. It works for me. It's working. it's not working for me. Let me check which Wi-Fi network I connected it to. It might have to do with the IP protocol. And then, just for a moment, I really need to switch over to the other router so that we can definitely get a stable connection, for sure, on the specific network I'm currently on. Otherwise, it will absolutely never connect it. And absolutely everything that we are doing here, my dear friends, is all completely for your ultimate entertainment and valuable learning as well. There we go. Supposedly I'm on the same range as, of course, or depending on which router you connect to. Supposedly it's the client's one, so it's fine, it's in the client's range. All right. Look at our truly super and incredibly secure passwords. Everyone, we've got them all right here. If it's uppercase or lowercase, I think I already messed up. I should have written it first in a notepad and then put it here, okay? In theory, we should now have it. Here, it should be handling the same range. No, nothing's happening. All right, let's see, there it is, right there. At any moment now, as soon as I connect through the remote site, this is gonna get blocked. Yes, it worked for me. You saw it, it was because of the IP range, guys. And let's go ahead and click on do, say yes. Look over here, it's gonna get blocked. And here is going to display for me. Actually, it opened on my other monitor. I don't know why. It opened here where my camera is. How wonderful. We're on the remote of the remote of the remote. We have it. And here I'm gonna carefully change the screen, specifically the OBS window as well, so that we can clearly see everything that is happening. There it is, right there, in plain sight. There it is. It's a Ryzen 5 7520U. Alright. It's a 4-core, 8-thread processor. Got it? It comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM, but remember that the GPU reserves part of the memory for graphics. We have a Micron brand NVMe. Okay. Wi-Fi. And our AMD Red. And this is where I was telling you the part about we have it. This is the physical device. We have our trusty Maccabi antivirus, which is pretty much useless for all the Lenovo bloatware too. We've got it supposedly right here, tangible, you know, in theory. Yeah, look, here's the new now, which is the app. And well, let's see if by any chance there are more updates. Since this is the M device, it already comes activated, right? By default with its license. Nothing was tampered with there, you saw it too. This is so it doesn't keep hurting our eyes. Let's switch it to dark mode right away. Let's see if there are any others. Oh, nothing at all. Yes, look, still. What it doesn't check are the drivers, which in theory should be fine. But none are missing. It doesn't hurt at all. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, well, download what you have to download. And I'm also going to go to what are advanced options. And let's see if we have any updates to the BIOS itself. Yeah, look, there's a BIOS update, Lenovo. Also, once we're at this part, let it download everything completely. And that's it. Let's go to Device Manager. Well, we'll leave it there. Actually, what we're going to do right now is, in the power options, make sure it doesn't go to sleep while it's downloading all of this. Besides, it's plugged in, so I'm going to set it to maximum performance since it's connected to the charger anyway. What I'm going to do is disable this temporarily while we're here on the stream, and then we'll put it back to optimize resources. That's it. Well, it is completely finished now, and there's nothing more to be done about it. So many drivers, forget it, man. There are a lot. Do you have the link to become a Plus member? Yes, in the store. Alejandro already posted it there, or if not, it's also on the product page. Look, actually, in fact, let's look for it here. Let's go here to gbcron.net website address for more information. My store. Here it tells me to install over the network. If I install over the network, the Wi-Fi driver connection got stuck. That's why it froze. But the good thing is we have it here, guys. It lost connection, but this is still running. I imagine it installed the network driver. Yeah, look, it connected there, it connected, and it installed the network driver, guys. Most likely one of these was the culprit for the disconnection, maybe the micro here. One of these must have caused it. Well, we have some products here. Here it is, Plus membership. I'll see if I can put it on the main page just in case. And that's it, right? But yeah, Luis, look, you're getting a ton of driver updates. That's what caught my attention because supposedly that should already be thoroughly tested, especially on this Lenovo. Definitely. Let's get into the details from Microsoft itself. I just shared the direct membership link, so that's where you can get it and all that. Okay, well, it seems to be working decently for now. Let's wait for the last updates to finish, but in the meantime, let's see how it's going. This download, in this case, downloading the OEM template we've used to leave it exactly as it is, just as it was delivered to us with the device, and from there be able to encapsulate the style. Which at first already the VHD, because we did a cloning behind the scenes while I was doing this, the VHD ended up being quite large. The VHD ended up, I'll tell you exactly how much. The VHD Windows HP, where the VHD we used to replicate this in the clone is located. My god, the VHD alone ended up being 45 gigabytes. It was a substantial 45 gigabytes. Ultimately, the final size ended up being a significant 45 gigabytes. That's painful and really stings. In fact, I'm going to share my screen with you right now. Well, just give me a minute. Put it up for you in a moment. V14, that's precisely how we currently see it, so it's essentially the same. Right here is the Lenovo one, which is quite impressive. Actually, we were also able behind the scenes, guys, to check the documentation that the Platinum ones have to see how the image was captured, how we did it, and the best part is that we didn't have to open up the device, because otherwise it would have voided the work. I'll send you this as well in a moment. They are watching the voice sometimes. They're watching what I'm doing. And here you will also see what I'm going to change here on the tab. It's going to be a remote connection. I want the Explorer, this manager, neither. Utilities. Properties, Chrome connection, no, Explorer. Here it is. You're already seeing it, guys. How much is left in the VHD? That's absolutely crazy. Truly crazy. This way. and also for this VHD, and for what is this native disk, we made the capture using the DIMS tool, not the DIMS tool, more DIMS tool, and look at what is removed. The point here is that we're gonna test whether a traditional installation is actually feasible. It goes from 45 gigabytes to 17.2. We have to encapsulate this in a template we've already prepared so we can do it as a traditional ISO. But at first glance, look here, we already have the clone, so we can replicate it in as many IPCs as we need or want for a new model, or even for an assembly machine. But this is what we have to get. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, that's looking very good. Now we're ready. Let's go. Back here, how long are these updates going to take? I imagine they'll be a while. I've already shown you. Let me check how much longer my template has left to download so I can encapsulate it into an ISO. And also show you 10 minutes left for the download to finish, and that's pretty normal. That's about the range I'm telling you for the manufacturer's ISOs. When we do a good capture, as we've already mentioned in part 1, 16, 17 gigabytes, 18 gigabytes, 21 gigabytes, right? But you've already seen how big the VHD is. It's just outrageous. But that's 45 gigabytes that manufacturers are already taking away from storage. This Lenovo one is still reasonable. There are some HP ones we've done that are close to 60, 75 gigabytes. There's a ton of software in there, a ton. To inject all the drivers, optimizations. That's why I tell you the factories already include something. Alright? When they're already prepared for use on your device. Done. Now let's prepare the environment. It's being revealed there. The VHD. But now, how? Man, this hasn't been checked. 45 gigs. It's not going to take long. You can't skip it. What should we try? The clone VHD? Or should we try the install? Win? What do you guys want to test? The install Win or the VHD? What is it? Esteemed moderators. Blues, we definitely have it right here on this particular side. The essential min install Win file. If it's truly the installation file, I would confidently say yes, absolutely, because it inherently takes up significantly less storage space on the system, which is a considerable advantage. All right, done. So to test it, we're just gonna wait for the template to finish downloading here, which is 9 minutes left for the template. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. The template is also pretty big. It's 16 gigabytes. The template, mainly, I'm doing it because we made a base with WinArray Exchange and also with the Ventoy part, where we're also integrating something extra special for the Plus users. The template includes, well, it's a bit much, but yes, it already has the drivers preloaded so that in theory it can read your internal storage drive, right? But anyway, that template, for those who don't have it, or for older ISOs that for whatever reason couldn't detect it, the drivers were injected into the WinRN. Also, thanks to what is, well, that's regarding the install template, not the install WIMPs, but the base Windows template. Now, it's time to perfect the technique. And in fact, we could fully test it here because remember that we just did something with Ventoy in a previous stream, where with Ventoy itself, there's already a need to modify the ISO or inject the drivers or make some modification to the ISO itself. All you have to do is download the plugins and the add-ons, as well as the XML files you place in the Ventoy template will handle all the optimization for you. So that's going to help us to, it's going to save us a ton of work. A ton, really a ton of work. You no longer have to modify the ISO every time an update comes out. You don't have to modify anything anymore. Just with the base template we use from the Ventoy community, that's already something we've shown how to do. In fact, we taught that in that live stream. And if you want to have the template, well, you already have the perks.
Hold on, let me take my...
The perks include a basic template, And there's another more advanced one that we're finishing up now, which will be released as a product in the store. But what's interesting is that it's going to have a ton of features. You never have to modify Windows again for anything, ever, thanks to Ventor. 6 minutes left on the download, it's almost done. And that's even over Wi-Fi. I really should have wired this thing, but no, we didn't run a cable from the switch's location all the way over here. What would I do? Besides, we don't want to cause any accidents. How long has the template been running? 6 minutes? Just 6 little minutes. All these ISOs, guys, you're seeing the process. They're in the video tutorials we've already made. But obviously, the way we're handling the OEMs right now, there are people messaging me privately on WhatsApp saying, hey, Victor, but you didn't show how you extracted the install WIM, how you cloned it to that VSD physical disk without needing to. Well, guys, if you want to know that, sorry, but that's for members, for Plus. If you want to know the recipe with the manuals that we're going to be writing, because obviously they're not on the website yet, but we hope to have them documented there before the end of the month. You learn it there, little by little. And this is knowledge, guys, that has cost us not just me, but also out of respect for my team of OUI administrators and OUI testers, and also the moderators who have all contributed their part. Without them, guys, none of this would be possible. So regarding this knowledge, what we have right now and what we've mastered so far here, well, I'm sharing it with you. But if I told you about everything, about the whole year we spent training ourselves, learning, taking courses, paying for course sets a lot, it's a whole lifetime. One by one. So that's why, guys, when you thank us, when you support this part of what we do, and also remember that the amount from the memberships is for you to keep buying tools that will be useful for you in the future, building tools for you, whether you're a user just starting out or someone already doing technical support in your workshop. It's going to help you. You're a student, you're curious. That's it. Everything is useful. But anyway, those tools and the documentation as such, and in Spanish, okay? So you don't have to struggle with the language. It'll be written there. Almost there, guys. 4 minutes, just 4 more minutes. I imagine my template is lagging because right now I'm going to use the template from a winner that we use for a Lenovo V14. That ISO is already on the Plus. And that one was about 16 point something gigs. This one is a little bigger. It was. And that's normal because of the 24H2 update that was already applied. It was almost 18 gigabytes. So that's normal. It's normal. Huh? And what exactly do we have? For the absolute love of God, tell me. 3 minutes? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. As soon as I wrap this up, right now, well, one of the Patino members who we invited is here with us, our good friend right now. Well, everyone here, besides the White Stairs, are also Platinums who keep living up to their name, good guys. Along with our friend Juan, alright? So we're going to hand you this fresh ISO, guys, if we manage to wrap it up successfully. So you can also try it out on different devices, virtual machines too, a second-hand computer, your lab mouse, and let's all check it out together. I hope the stream is looking good, that it's not coming through all washed out. If it's looking pixelated, please let me know. I don't want there to be any lag, and especially not pixelation. I want everything we're doing to look sharp and clear. The stream. Perfect, Victor. Excellent, Alejandro. Wow, you've got some stamina, man. 11, 12, 1, it's 2 in the morning, isn't it? And the other day we were on almost until 6 in the morning in Argentina. Yeah, it's been a while, man. You're already getting used to this routine. It's all good. Like I told you on that stream, I miss the coffee breaks, yeah. Those good and delicious COVID-19 ones. And then it's Friday, the body knows it's staying up late here with friends, with the crew, with the community. Everything's great. from Peru. It looks really good, perfect. Fernando, excellent, excellent, my friend. I like that, I really do. Luis Valle is also here, watching in 1080p. Full energy Luis Valle is with us too. I feel honored, guys, I really do. I'm here with nothing but pro players. With nothing but legends. Seriously. Bro Wonder, just Masters here tonight, and also everyone in the chat, guys. So you can see this is live, nothing was planned or anything. I think sometimes the improvised streams are the ones people like the most and turn out the best, right? And what's better, they just happen like that, Alejandro, just the way they should. Send me a leader over here for a bit, will you? Alright. If you guys are cool and share the stream and we reach at least a certain audience, what do you think? We have 11 viewers, 11 crazies, the 11 night owls who always stick with us until the end. But if we reach at least 50 viewers, let's even set that as a goal. Let's put it up here. Let's put, well, super chat. If you want to chip in with one, that's great. But let's put it here. 30 timer. Let's set it for 30 minutes. In fact, yeah, let's go with super chats. Super chats. 1 minute, folks. Sorry, I went over by a few minutes. Alright, that's it. I put on some background music, guys, so you wouldn't get bored or fall asleep. Well, for the friends here in the video, because my forum folks are in chill mode, okay, let's set a goal of 10 super chats, guys. What do you think, 10 super chats? I don't think that's too much. Agreed? I'm going to set it with a 30-minute goal. And obviously, those who send a super chat will be able to get access, right? But pay attention, it'll be to one of the previous OEM ISOs. Or maybe to one of the first ones from Hill and Parker. All right? That's how to give it away. And look, just see all the work that goes on behind the scenes. The goal gets achieved, right? As long as the goal is reached, let's go ahead and start. Done. There, it started. That could be one. And free goals, or maybe everyone can try it out. Unity is strength. There are 14 of us. If we reach 50 viewers, 60 viewers. We might even give out an extra little gift. Alright. Okay. That's it. Well, the goal is done. It's done. It's done. And we did it, guys. If we can share that from Peru, it looks really good. I had already read this. The goal is already there in the chat. And here, OBS is on your supplier. Now, I'll give you a call, guys. A consultation. I already gave it to you. After this stream, I have to give a consultation. It's pretty wild, but, well, I'll have to... Come on now, you really don't want to just watch us from the sidelines, do you? Let's take it incredibly easy, nice and easy once more, allowing ourselves to fully relax and enjoy this moment without any pressure or rush. We can truly unwind and let go of all worries, embracing the calm and peaceful atmosphere that surrounds us right here and right now. Because we were simply there. And also, the window itself is positioned on a cellular phone buoy. If you were to make it a little bit bigger, you could either make it significantly larger or simply leave it completely black. However, if it becomes excessively large, you will unfortunately not be able to clearly see the window at all. Okay? Let's extract this. It's a base template. And what really takes up space there is always the install win. Now it's asking me to restart the computer. Did you see that? It's already asking for a restart. Let's go ahead and give it the restart it needs so it can finish, and also so it can arrive. You're seeing the whole process here. As soon as it restarts here, it's going to disconnect us over there. At any moment, it's going to disconnect our desktop session. There, it's disconnected. Click here on accept. And over here, you can already clearly see on the external camera what is precisely happening in real time. But now here, I'm going to proceed to change the active window, which is a very simple and straightforward process to complete. I have to change the window in the Explorer. Explorer is not ready yet. We wait for it to finish the process. The BIOS is also being updated because there was a BIOS update. You can see it there. We're working over here. The base template we're using is this one, guys. That's why the download takes a little while. Almost 17 gigabytes for the template I mentioned. But it's one of the most stable templates from Lenovo. The update has started. Look, in fact, I'm going to open this quickly right now. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Did you see that? That's good now. I've set it up now. The BIOS update has started. Yeah. In fact, it just started to... Well, I don't think the microphone is picking it up, but this is already like a turbine. The fan. It started to sound like it was going all out, all revolutions. And I think it's over. It was fast. Yes, look, updates in progress. It takes 35%. Charala. Blah, blah, blah. Everything perfect. There it is. Very good. There it was. Not even a blink. But you saw it. Yes, a BIOS update was integrated. Very good. On our end, this is where I tell you, I'm going to use this one as a base. From here, we go, to the typical sources. And we're going to go to the I for install win, which is the big file, or rather, I'll leave it here and replace it, right? I think that would be the most sensible thing. Let's replace it after all. Let's do a Control X here, or right click to cut. We paste it here, we go to sources, and we're going to paste it here so it replaces the destination file we have. See? Done. That's it. Alright? It's done, it's done. Now this template is called Lenovo ID Path. Well, here we're gonna have to change the name of the folder. This one, well, it was called Sayonara. We don't need it anymore. Done. And let's right click here to rename the folder. Let's rename it so we know the exact model. It's a Lenovo, as we said. I've got the box right here. I keep forgetting, guys. The specific model that we are discussing is the Lenovo V14 Gen AMN. Is that correct? If I don't see another name on it, the name should be the same as the one we have on the device, but I think that's what we'll use. What Alejandro says? Yes, that's the model again, right? As far as I could see, yes, V14. M, and that's gonna be our ISO, the ISO part. Now, here's the cool part. How do we encapsulate it into an ISO? You can do that with whatever tools you prefer. All right, let's do it and hope everything turns out well. Let's navigate over here to the tools section. From there, I'm going to proceed with creating the ISO file. Once the ISO is created, I will then carefully select the appropriate folder for it, making absolutely certain that it is indeed the newly created Novo folder. After confirming the correct folder, I will then click on the designated area to change the name of the file, ensuring it is clearly identifiable for future use. Also, guys, whenever you're going to capture the ISO, no matter what, even if it's from the generic one, you've customized golden rule, because a lot of us make that rookie mistake. In the name, okay? Inside the name, preferably, guys. Seriously. With many of them, always use underscores to separate the folder name, just like the ISO name Windows 11 underscore EN underscore Lenovo. Don't use periods or any other characters like a dash, hashtag, or whatever you want, because those kind of details, even if it doesn't seem like it, cause errors in indexing and especially in booting. Is always better, even if the name gets long, but always use underscores instead of leaving spaces blank. That really helps. That helps a lot. So that's it. For the label, I'm going to put here that it's Windows 11 or 24H. Well, the 24H part is kind of unnecessary now because it keeps getting updated and all that, but at least for now, that's what we have. All of this, the capturing right now, what I'm using to create the ISO is Microsoft's tool, the OSD, or also known as OSS in the developer section. It's a kit you get with Microsoft's ADK tools, and you use it to encapsulate everything. Now, if you don't want to get into terminal shell, PowerShell, or anything like that, if you're not comfortable with it, there's a tool that's been around for years. It no longer receives support, but it still works, and you don't have to deal with anything complicated. The Dismas Plus tool. This tool is also available in the GitHub repository, and you can encapsulate laser with it. However, it has given me the occasional error when working on these kinds of projects. If it were a generic customized ISO, there wouldn't be any problem. But for an OEM, we've already found out that we absolutely have to do it with Microsoft's own native tools. Otherwise, well, this just doesn't work, right? It doesn't work, it just doesn't. I'm gonna open up the file explorer right here because supposedly by this point in time, I should definitely be leaving the ISO file completely ready. The ISO, at any moment it should be compiled because all it's really doing is migrating the folder's information into an ISO. A call, guys, hold on. it is, guys. The ISO is compiled now. You can see it here. Alright, very good. Now let's check it. But before we check it, let's see what happened with Lenovo. It's still inactive here, right? I'm gonna give it the window again. I'm going to switch windows. No, it's not working. Oh, no, but I can switch. I haven't logged in. I haven't logged in, Mr. Este. Alright. And let's see if they ultimately close it or not. In fact, I currently have it on this side. Please don't close it. Please don't close it. Please don't close it. And now, let's proceed to click accept. I'm going to definitively say yes, and subsequently, let's navigate back to the RT Explorer. Chrome, I am still not entirely accustomed to seamlessly switching between virtual windows. It's a new feature that recently got added to this particular setup. Now, with the addition of an external button panel, it has become an absolute and essential must-have. There it is. Finally done. We are successful in the new version, guys, and it updated precisely and exactly as it was originally supposed to. The white paper is also very relevant, guys, since it's from the Lenovo brand and all that. As you can see today, there was no problem. I'm gonna click here on update. If there are more updates, and the store, if you also need to update applications, it handles them in the background. But look, really the resource usage, look at how lightweight the system is, despite how much it weighs. And we haven't done any optimization yet. We haven't applied any third-party optimizations, no scripts either, nothing at all. It's the pure system, really pure, just like that. The resource usage right now, well, let's take a look. I forgot, well, I just opened the store and the configurator, but look at the processing table we have here right now. I'm going to make this smaller. Alright, number of processes, threads, amount of RAM used. Right now it's normal, it went up because, as I said, I opened settings and it started updating again. And now it's downloading one. I'm going to install it. And here we'll see what else the application still needs to update, right? And after that, we'll restart and see how much is left, right? On the native machine. Alright, so let's see. We're looking at that on the native machine. Now, on the other side, in the other window, let's see. Maneto, tell me, brother. A handle is about to come in. Message from Jorge about the add-ons. Of course, brother, of course, external, my friend. Jorge is helping me out. And in our good neighborhood, there are also guys who, regarding the add-ons, we need to check for updates. Let's see if there are no add-ons here in advanced options. No more add-ons. Perfect. Now all that's left is priority. Alright, now we're good. I'm gonna upload the ISO to the good plus folder, the good plan plus, where we have named it plus, and now we have this particular result. Now, if I were to click here on Platinum, you would see, and I'm gonna go here to ISO M 9, and here I'm gonna create a folder that says (24) for the differences, because we already have it there. We need to start specifying which ones are 24H2, 23H2, and 22H2 that we have from the fab. And I'm going to upload the ISO that was compiled in our file explorer, which in theory I don't know how long it will take, but anyway, with the internet speed that I currently have available, and with the live stream we are actively running at this very moment, let's carefully observe if it doesn't negatively affect the overall transmission. Hopefully it will not. And then I'm going to proceed to copy it. I am indeed going to make a complete copy of it to my personal drive, to my... Alright, moving on to the Java machine. While I am doing this particular task on the fly, guys, I'm just doing it as various things come up and present themselves. This rather small little antenna, and I'm going to quickly hit copy and it is done. Let's try it on one of the systems that's currently totally incompatible with Windows, guys. I mean, because we're also going to put this into practice later on Hyper-V and do all the experimental steps needed so that the ISO turns out really well, right? At just the right time. For that, right now we're going to make use of... I want to test it from a system that's very much on the sidelines with Microsoft, which you already know which one it is, and that's Bing Word. If we can already do things with Bing Word, well, that's great. We'll already have an improvement there. However, let me see if I want to do it in Hyper-V. Because even though it's Hyper-V, guys, we've had some issues with certain websites in Hyper-V. But in Hyper-V, because if you put it on a desktop computer, I'm telling you, if you put it on a machine, directly on an assembled machine, there is no problem at all. There are no issues. What we're looking at right now are the virtualized. Maybe they just can't quite get to that point of deploying it. The one that comes closest, even though it's not exactly, that's why I say as a side note, is Bingware. Bingware helps us get more out of and take better advantage of the graphical interface. The flow design, the texturing part, that's why I prefer Bingware over Hyper-V. In that regard, in that aspect, it's better. It's better, but, well, time will tell. For now, the processor is gonna get overloaded if I do it, but I'm doing a ton of things on this machine, guys. We're not just working remotely. After doing some rendering in Blender, well, let's push it a little, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see if the stream doesn't get affected, and let's hope there are no problems. Let's quickly create a dish. Let's even add... Next. Well, I'm doing it so Binger will respond. Here we're going to give it the same title, Lenovo in this generation. Is the Lenovo AMN, right? Yeah? Yeah, right? But, so let's put it here in 14 AMN. Yes. If you want to merge this particular folder with another one, I absolutely do not want to merge anything at all. Okay? The template is going to be saved. Everything is just the minimum recommended, and let's click here on brand. Brand, we have plenty, just say yes please. For now, we are currently at 100% utilization, and it is truly a miracle that this system hasn't crashed yet. So if we were to just give it an additional 8 GB of memory, let's proceed to add one more scenario to consider. And it took up 45. I think the most accurate thing is to leave a 120 gig drive. Just to be safe, wait, the screen isn't showing, right? Now we have to prepare a template and then make the change so users can see it, can actually experience it. Alright, I didn't say anything. Our truly lovely one and her dedicated team successfully did it. It's almost like saying we are currently missing the essential button panel for smoothly switching between various scenes. I genuinely think we do indeed need to properly set that up. One. So we're gonna have the window right here, guys. Let's carefully select that, and also because they can easily handle all of this. Remember, we're talking about like various remotes, the button panel, right? Also, the distribution system can clearly show it. So I think yes, again, for smoothly switching scenes in OBS and really for anything you want to configure. That's what you learn. And well, there it is. see it well here in OBS. Everything is set up on the stage, guys. I set it up with 2 cores, gave it the minimum, 8 GB of RAM, and here on the disk is from Lenovo. You can even see it there. Well, I zoomed this in, and absolutely nothing happens, which is quite surprising. So let's carefully observe and see if it doesn't completely crash or encounter any significant issues, especially considering the specific and somewhat limited hardware configuration that I currently possess and am utilizing. But well, we shall proceed and hope for the best outcome. WinWare is opening. You can see that the template is fine there. We're covering it. Let's keep covering it. Let's wait here for it to start. Why don't you try KVM? You're scared? Well, with the AM I do get scared, Alec, honestly, I do. Still, no, and besides, I'm on my Windows. And right now I'm on remote, brother. If I had the physical machine, if something happened, just a restart and that's it. But since I don't have it physically, that's it. Let's see what happens. An i9 is enough for me, guys, for everything, even for what we're doing with the remote sessions. But an i9, if it were a poor i5, it would already be struggling. The poor i5 would be in really bad shape right now. Whoa! Did you see that, guys? Are you seeing what just happened to me? Did you see that? Did you see? That's new. That's new. It's new for us, let's say. Can't you find any pharmacy? Because I put the template with our purple base, right? Right, Georgie? Exactly. Exactly. We are indeed doing exceptionally well, and we are certainly making good progress. It's finally done, so now let's thoroughly analyze the current competition in the market. Please do not even attempt to tempt me back into that situation. No, absolutely not. And today we are specifically talking about how things truly are. So please, everyone, do not even think about tempting me. That is precisely why I am telling you, do not even attempt to try me. Be extremely careful or you will undoubtedly get stuck with yet another license. And on top of that, it is a professional version, not a 24H2 or an SL edition, and all the other details are already clearly stated in the license email. So I emphatically say no. Please wait. No, do not even try me. Please stay far away from me and let us proceed. Let us move forward. And it's really nice, guys. They brought the midnight snack, guys. Let's move over to this side so I don't cause a disaster here. I'm excited, guys. You too, right? Well, so far I haven't gotten any errors. And we're under a finger. Let's select here. Then Mexican Spanish and salt. What's happening? Windows 11 Pro. We're doing well. I've created this. What? It says 19. So we're here, 18. This one is on Argentine time, guys. Sorry. That's it. This ISO jumped ahead to the future, huh? Alright. Number. I'm liking it. I'm liking it right from the setup. I'm liking it. Guys, now, yeah, it's really nice. Besides, we're talking about the old setup. Careful, it's not giving us a 24H2 setup that we all know, the conventional one. Because the 24H2 setup changed. Alright. That's it. Let's get rid of this. Time to say 3, our fathers. And that everything goes normally. Georgie, brother, do you want to be a first guinea pig on the physical machine? I'll think about it.
You know how much it's gonna cost you for this to be my physical machine, right? You know, I've been eyeing the 50-60 with interest, right?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, it's up to you.
That's all, right?
It's up to you. You know what I know about being a guinea pig.
That's good, that's good. Did you all see? That ISO is living in the future, yeah, man. You see, here in Mexico, there are still 20 minutes left until it's 7, and this guy, well, the ISO already says it was compiled at 7. Hallelujah, right? Well, so let's see how big this is. Let's see, what does my me tell me? It says the ISO is being uploaded to Platinum, but I'm gonna close it. No, this is definitely going to take a while. Normal, almost 18 gigs. I'll wait for that to finish. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. It's a crazy thing, guys. Meanwhile, so we don't lose any focus, well, I'm gonna disconnect from the remote session here. Well, actually, let's see. It's going well. For a first run, it's going well. It's going exceptionally well. Honestly, I truly cannot complain at all. It's progressing really smoothly and quite effectively. Well, it's still showing 0% completion, but that's perfectly normal and entirely expected because of right now. The significant load we are experiencing at the fundamental hardware level, my central processor is completely maxed out, guys. Truly and utterly maxed out. At full capacity. So, I'm going to just disconnect. I'm just going to close. I'm going to disconnect. And let me see if I can reduce the load on my processor by closing things on the i9 so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Well, actually, I'm exaggerating. The i9 is still as cool as a cucumber. Yeah, it's only at 50% of its capacity with everything we're throwing at the Core i9. What a mess. I'm going to close this. I'm also going to close, I think, this thing I have here, the sound. I'll just leave it there. What a mess. And let's kill a few more processors. Explorer windows. What don't I have open on this machine? I've got a ton of tabs. I've got the meat core. I've also got this code running on the other side. Alright, I've got zoom for the camera, guys, because I'm doing, like I said, several remote things with a bunch of stuff. Alright. I think now things should be a little better here. Yeah, man, I see it now. Done. Staying up late is absolutely going to be worth it, guys. It's truly going to be worth it. It's really going to be worth it, without a doubt. Right? Well, right now, too, we're seeing that at first glance, what was the primary and most significant problem with the Lenovo, with our value clients device, right? We need to thoroughly investigate this issue. She entered her Microsoft account before taking it to the competition, and then she came back to us. But the problem was super simple. Well, at least that's what I think, right? He logged into the Hotmail account, and right after logging into the Hotmail account, he shut down the device normally, everything was fine, and the next day he turned it on again. Our boot loaded, the Windows boot screen, the Lenovo logo appeared. But when he entered the PIN to log into the account and get to the desktop would load and then freeze. That was it. What Jorge was telling me there was to see if we had the first instance without any direction, everything we did, it would be to see, to try with an account, to create an independent local account, possibly log in with a test Outlook or Hotmail account we have here, and see if it did the same thing. Because something we want to think that maybe some configuration saved in the client's OneDrive could have been what caused the problem. Or what do you think, Georgie?
Well, nowadays, Microsoft OneDrive doesn't just save your personal images, important text files, beloved music, and various other digital assets, but it also reliably saves your essential applications and crucial settings. Basically, it effectively migrates your entire previous machine or a specific previous machine that has made a complete backup to the new machine, ensuring that you do not lose any valuable data or settings whatsoever. It's pretty much exactly the same thing modern cell phone does nowadays when transferring data like an Android device. For example, with the significant difference being that we simply do not know which specific file, which particular setting, or which exact program is truly causing this persistent error, this problematic configuration issue. Since a comprehensive backup or carefully seeing what the client has actually backed up is something far more private and sensitive than just casually asking for their OneDrive account credentials, then logging in, meticulously checking their intricate settings and the entire OneDrive configuration in order to precisely know exactly what is currently being restored and precisely how long ago the original restore point was initially created, which is precisely what OneDrive is diligently restoring right now. And that's undeniably one of the primary things that, at least for me personally, I absolutely hate about OneDrive. That's why a lot of people get rid of it. Yes, all those kinds of things. Yeah, honestly, everyone already has their own cloud for their apps. Whatever is most convenient, be it Google, Terabox, or whatever it's called, whichever one you have, the one you trust. And like, there are people who like OneDrive and use it, and that's great. But like I said, that's just my opinion. It is something I personally don't like about OneDrive.
No, honestly, I don't think anyone does. That's why I still, even with people like our good friend Alejandro, Gustavo, and everyone here, I always ask the client, hey, I understand you have this OneDrive thing and all, because a lot of people are paying for their 365. The new thing also brings us to Office, which is good. But I imagine that things should be set up so that synchronization happens when we want it to, and for the specific folder, directory, or documents we want to sync, not the entire Windows ecosystem. Because after that, when you encounter these kinds of situations, if there's a restore point, a file, or a program that you later add when you automatically sync that email account, you create conflicts. So that's why I tell the user, hey, I even leave a shortcut for some of them from the browser to the OneDrive account. Look, you know what? If you want to back up your Word, Excel, or other documents, just drag them here. Unless it's absolutely necessary and you're working on a group project, upload the Excel file to OneDrive, open it with your Office 365, and then collaborate with your team. But do it that way. Why? Because it helps a lot. You also avoid a lot of cache issues and save yourself from a bunch of future problems. Because what we've seen, at least here in Latin America, is that we also have lousy internet connections and bandwidth, even though it's already 2025 and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't. That's why, at least for now, having a local account is still better at a certain point, especially if you're old school. So a Microsoft account in the mix, that's how I see it. Even though people tell me, hey Victor, but Microsoft says we should sync, that it's better and all that. Yes, but for your needs, for your field, for your ecosystem, for your environment, how beneficial is it really? And how much are you actually going to take advantage of syncing the email within their ecosystem?
Absolutely. Besides, there are many users who use a Microsoft account and then take their device to a technician, and the technician says, I need access, I need you to give me your credentials, and they don't want to give them to you. And you say, but ma'am, you have a configuration issue, I need to check your settings. And you end up stuck, unable to do anything. A local account is better.
Yes, no, with this client who's a lawyer, right away we tell her, we really do need access to the account. And immediately the client was like, hey, but why do you want the account? What for? Because as you're synchronized only with that account, we need to check that malfunction. Yes, but my emails are there, my materials and everything else. That's why we have a privacy log, which we fill out from us to the client and from the client to us. We both answer it. Tell me, Hernan.
Well, this is also a technician's professional opinion, and I think we'll all generally agree that people have always gotten quite accustomed to putting in their account, specifically the Microsoft account. And now that the increasingly significant issue of privacy, specifically personal privacy and data protection, is coming up, the slight redundancy in my phrasing many of the individuals who possess these modern technological devices, most of whom are quite young, and they genuinely couldn't care less about the necessity of having a dedicated Microsoft account or not having one at all. However, adults, those individuals who are generally more responsible and diligent with their personal and sensitive information, are accustomed to securely entering their Microsoft account credentials or utilizing other established systems and platforms that are specifically designed to safely store and manage their valuable data. Consequently, this situation ultimately ends up somewhat violating that fundamental expectation of privacy and data security that users have come to rely upon. And I think Microsoft should change that philosophy, which has been discussed for a long time, because the Microsoft community has let the developers know that they want to be able to use a local account. I also don't really see much logic in having encryption, also encrypting the disk, because the moment you enter your Microsoft account, it automatically encrypts the disk. That's one of the significant things I've personally noticed. When you actively use a Microsoft account with a standard local account, there's absolutely no problem whatsoever. But as soon as you begin to use a Microsoft account, the entire hard drive automatically gets encrypted with BitLocker and all the potential mess and serious complications that can truly cause if something unfortunately goes wrong.
To me, it feels like they're trying to do what Google do, is sync everything with the same account and all that, but they've implemented it poorly. That implementation still has a long way to go.
Our good friend Surate says, as far as I know, applications aren't backed up to OneDrive. No, it's just settings. Specifically, applications from the Microsoft Store, from Microsoft's own ecosystem, for example, some parts of the Microsoft Office 365 suite, those settings stay there. They sync, and the next day, when you set it up directly on the system and sync your account, it brings along all its pre-configured templates, documents, and whatever else was included in that particular configuration. Also, for example, what I've seen in the Windows ecosystem, let's go to the white paper. If you have a nice little white paper of your own there, it also saves it for you so you can put it into action. In fact, when you open a brand new device straight from the factory, and it shows you the setup form where you enter the Wi-Fi network, account name, your password. When you click next or login, it connects and shows you the number of templates you have from different devices where that email is logged in. And it asks, oh, which device template do you want me to use as a base? So it's just like you left it. Or do you want to start a completely new instance with a factory default configuration? But what many users do is, oh, well, if I have it set up like this on my computer X, or I used to have it like that on my computer, but I don't have it anymore, I want it to restore it as close as possible to my previous configurations. And that's what Microsoft does, which, as I said, was fine at one point. But if there's a configuration that, at least in the current version of Windows or in the version that device has, it can be a disaster.
Let me point out something else to you, Vic. You might remember, or let me remind you in a broader way. Do you remember that on one occasion during a live stream, I told you how to copy a profile from one computer to another? I don't know if you remember, and Microsoft ended up doing it. Not exactly, but it does pull the settings you had on your previous device when you do a new installation. It doesn't do it completely the way I thought it would, you know? Because the configurations of the devices are sometimes different. Even if it's the same device, there's always a variation. When you do that backup and that restoration, even though it shows you by dates, at the very last minute or the very last second before making the copy, it gives you a different configuration. That's what I've noticed too.
Perfect one. Guys, look, while it's loading, and to reinforce what Juan is saying, something curious just happened to me. I'm going to quickly switch before the window disappears. Excuse me. Here. Look, this particular notification just popped up on this very device right now, at this exact moment. Did you happen to see that by any chance when it appeared? This just appeared.
Well, yes, that particular screen is starting to show up on several different devices, which is quite interesting. It showed up for me too.
First, select the menus for this device below. This isn't from Windows, this is from the brand itself, Lenovo, right? From the manufacturer, I would think. You want to know a little, or will it be Windows? No, it's from Lenovo.
Lenovo, no.
Exact.
It's also a pairing.
Okay, I'm going to distill this down. It says here, pin the battery dock to your desktop to monitor battery status and access battery information. Well, I'll leave this here. Add shortcut to my desktop for quick access to support and warranty. Well, let me see if we're going to leave it like this. Add the Lenovo Now shortcut to the desktop. Alright, I'll leave that too. Here is going to be used, well, it's going to be used for personal work. I'll set it to personal also because of a certain issue.
No, we'll tell them no. Yeah, let it go.
Yeah, right? Personal, right? Well, it could be for work, but then it becomes something else. It's also so that...
No.
So...
Personal.
Personal. Start setup. Support. Look, it has the biometric section, so the client can log in with a fingerprint, the Windows Hello feature, extended support, and it says recommended action, add premium support. Well, here they're not, how much are they charging? $3,546 for 24 months.
Oh my goodness.
Look, I will tell you precisely how much that is worth in United States dollars, but...
From Mexican pesos to $2.
So it's, how much did it say? 3,000 what?
3,546.
But would that be Mexican pesos or dollars?
No, it's Mexican. That's it.
3,546, $189.0. Almost $190. To close it.
Do you remember what I was telling you here, Alejandro? Sorry, Juan Manuel raised his hand.
Okay.
Well, that also happened to me with the HP, the Victus, when I bought it, Victor. The exact same thing happened to me. I mean, well, not exactly the same, but rather the significant extra charge for providing you with extremely high level and comprehensive support. That's precisely what prominently popped up for me the very first time the device initially started up and became operational. The very first thing, the configuration was the first thing it showed me.
Right at the start, right at the very beginning, my friend.
Yeah, with HP, we already knew about that, let's say. We experienced it with previous ISOs, but not with Lenovo.
With Lenovo is the first time.
We have one Lenovo, but it doesn't give us this kind of configuration.
Yeah, no. Support.
It doesn't give the classic one.
Here you have to set it for, well, later because, well, let's say.
Wait. Let's see what. No.
We have to go back to the old one, right? Let's see. No, I cannot. Back here. Here, in the back.
No, I wanted to check the update issue just to give an example.
What happens to me is I have the Lenovo tablet on hand, and I still don't have the official warranty for the Plus.
No, and look, actually, even here, what I'm telling you, exactly. Also, look, this is supposed to be a full support, right? At a certain point of...
Yes.
Then, if you select this one, it's another cost. It's another significantly cheaper cost amounting to 458 pesos, which is approximately 24.42 United States dollars. This represents a considerable saving.
$24 in Mexico, maybe? Only 4. Smart performance. Check out the fourth option, Lenovo Smart Level. Smart performance.
Smart block, right? Let's see, and 828 pesos.
Almost. Located on my Lenovo, lock, data error, device recovery, service warranty. The smart performance, look at the last part. That one's calling me by name. Now I'm just curious what it's gonna do. Is exhausted. Performance, proactive automatic safety duration system. We can fix protection issues, remove malicious software, fine-tune performance, and significantly improve your system. What exactly is this?
Look, I feel...
For God's sake. No. It's not McAfee. Because when he put maybe later, the McAfee logo just appeared. Yes, of course. This is something else.
This is different. This is not the same. Noemi, how are you, brother? Very good. I feel that they are Well, it's like I'm going to, how do you say? I'm going to fantasize for a bit, guys, okay? But within that craziness and within that fantasy, it could be true. I feel like this, just when you click update and when it seems like it's validating the payment for what you're going to pay, these functions are already in the logo, but they're hidden, integrated into the system in everything that was done with the system, deleted, added, changed, whatever, they're already there. It's like what Microsoft gives us in those little update tables on the second Tuesday of every month. This is already there.
Let's see.
I'm just really curious about one crucial piece of information to be able to fully unlock all the functions, right?
I'm gonna carefully look for it on the tablet, and if I successfully have it, we'll then put the one from the virtual version on and see exactly what happens. That's it.
That's truly great. That's really, really quite great. In a significant way, it's genuinely good. It's good because, well, it's precisely 1,314 right here. It's
While, no, well, that's why.
$70. Now, I think that, well, let's see, how are we doing? How do we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's just that this option that says premium support card plus isn't related. Or rather, all these options aren't or don't include, let's say, this one, which is the highest at 3,456 Mexican pesos. I want to think that it gives us everything that these last three give us individually. No, right?
Support, comprehensive support for here, type of expenses, physical location, report everything. Battery warranty. No, eh? Yes. It would seem so.
Yes, because look, it says smart performance here.
Smart performance, protection against accident damage. Yes, it does have it.
Yes, I mean, all these three individual ones are included in the bundle and they give you a small discount, right?
Yeah, I truly believe it was approximately $40, just like you accurately stated.
Well, here, yes, here in this part of 800, it's about $40. Here, yes, it's like here is $70. $75 more or less. And here,
We're almost at 100 per day now, right? I mean, more than 100, yeah.
no, yeah, well, now it's more expensive. It ends up being more expensive. Yeah, more or less. Just eyeballing it and doing the math. Ultimately, you will end up spending approximately around $225 or $235. And for these, for 190, I mean, they give you a big discount and you get everything from here.
They've already put it away for you.
But the manufacturers are already doing something. They're doing it because the little stand is stable. If for a payment they optimize it for you, this is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get interesting, and in this case, I'm gonna look at how it works right now. That's something we need to analyze ourselves, guys, because if this is no longer just Lenovo and HP, they're realizing it at the moment when people are always turning to third-party tools, whether paid or open source, to optimize Windows. And Lenovo has just now seen a business opportunity in this.
Hey, if I were in their position, considering you are a distributor, why wouldn't I choose to develop and implement my very own proprietary tool? A tool that I would have complete and intimate knowledge of, understanding precisely how it functions, how it operates seamlessly within my ecosystem, and crucially, how it integrates deeply and efficiently with the Windows operating system. This deep integration would be designed to make my operations significantly more efficient, remarkably faster, and inherently more secure for you, the end user or client. While it might cost you a certain amount upfront, and from what I'm observing, it appears to be presented as a one-time payment. It's important to note that this payment only grants you coverage or access for a specific limited period. This, my friends, represents a fundamentally new business model that we are increasingly seeing emerge in the market. It's quite similar to the trend we've observed with Lenovo machines recently, after a relatively short period, perhaps just a year and a half of use.
you often find yourself in a situation where you already need to send them in for repairs, particularly for common issues like failing hinges and a variety of other component problems that arise prematurely. However, ironically, that specific aspect, the need for repairs, is actually a good thing for the service industry and for the manufacturers who profit from post-warranty services, creating a continuous revenue stream beyond the initial sale. So that's it. I'm going to click here. While our configuration finishes up, I'm going to, let's see, I'll just select maybe later here because, well, let's wait, right? Welcome to Online Protection. Again, I recommend you register the pre-installed 30-day trial version of McAfee. Beautiful, absolutely stunning, and truly captivating to behold. Well, my God. I think the only time I ever really used it was way back in high school. I must have used it for about 6 months or so, and then I completely deleted it. And of course, they have to recommend the sponsor, right? They have to recommend it. Anyway. Well, maybe later. Oh man, number. Let's get going now. Whoever got it, guys. Did you happen to witness what just occurred? Were you able to perceive that particular event unfold before your very eyes?
Goodbye. Change the screen for a second, just in case. Change the screen for a second, just in case.
And on top of that is 3 months, huh?
Let's see.
Let's just see. Please hold on. Sorry, guys.
I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience or trouble this may have caused.
I'm gonna put it back, guys, my little blue camera. Guys, Yori, do you have it there? Take full advantage of this moment, come on. There you go, pal. Sorry, my truly lovely and attentive audience, but that's absolutely and completely it for now. We've reached the end of this segment, and if you're asleep, oh well. Oh well, right now I'm going to put it here where my users are. Where my users are. But guys, these are deals you don't see. These are deals you don't see every day. Little window. Oh, scoot over. There you go, little brother. That's it.
Come on now, quickly grab it. Look, we really have to go much faster.
Alright, that's what I'd say. The premise and the nice thing about being Guys 2 Plus. Hey, Lenovo is really going all out, giving away those kinds of deals, huh?
That is absolutely true indeed.
Yeah. Let's see if HP has something new for us in a couple of weeks, huh? Did you already... Did you manage to get it, Lori?
No, it gives me an error. I don't know why.
Nothing. I mean, the URL. One thing, the URL will have a coupon code or something next for you. Let's go.
Let's see if it takes it for me.
2. Alright, now we're back to the cameras, guys. And also, folks, I want to mention something important to everyone here. Cloud storage with Dropbox. Download 100 gigabytes of free cloud storage for 90 days. There's also a good offer to download now and have it. 100 gigabytes. In the end, Dropbox is demonstrably better than Microsoft itself. Haha. Perhaps we can certainly do that a little later. Click on register, enter your first name, last name, email, check the read box, and so on. Alright, register your device. Anyway, the client will probably have to do this later with their email. And that's it. Look, your device, your way. Amazon Music, YouTube, and Cubo Television. Watch sports and stream live television. Get 30% off for the first 3 months. Hey, it's all 90-day trials, huh? We're breaking the 30-day barrier. Alright. Well, that's it. I'll be here. Can you do it, Alejandro? Number on the computer browser, it sends me to a page for Mexico and doesn't let me access. And on my phone, it only sent me to the 30-day page.
It says to try clearing the cookies.
Give them direct access to one of the machines here in Mexico and create Mexican accounts here. And that's it. That's it. Also, we'll keep using VPNs here, well, maybe later. Okay, unlock the potential of Lenovo Vintage. Protect the location and recovery of your computer at any time. These are already starting to look like the ones from Mac. Explore Lenovo's extended warranty plans. Protect what's most important. We already saw
That
the rest is what it is.
we saw.
We're left. Accessories, look, I'll give it to you. Increase productivity with your local guide agent. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Teresa,
Not the page, not the QR, or
nothing. Well, here he sent me a page of
controlled.
it tried to send here, but this content is being updated. It's updated or deleted. Well, we'll have to look for it as I gave it to you.
If there is,
We absolutely have to reference the unique identification number, the ID, here as well, because that particular piece of information could prove to be incredibly useful and highly beneficial for us in various analytical and operational capacities. We received some very constructive and insightful feedback, which was thoroughly appreciated. And it was this valuable feedback that directly led me here to the comprehensive company meet, a significant gathering where all of you, every single one of you, are present. It's truly a pleasure to be here with everyone. Bye for now. No, wait, it's not the end, not yet, not at all.
of course,
Wow, look, while we were doing all this, look what popped up for me. Get Lenovo support from Discovery and my warranty. Okay, I'm gonna open the add-ons.
no. Make sure you don't show any text that people shouldn't see.
Get support. I believe it is precisely the same thing we are currently examining, the one that directs us to the official webpage.
Don't show the warranty one because something might come up.
And, well, we will look at that in a broader perspective.
Well, the warranty, yes.
Let's see. According to this box, the warranty, since it wasn't registered, just in case, here it comes in the box. Well, you can't see it on camera, but it has an extra sticker there that says it comes with 365 days free, but I want to see for how many months exactly.
Usually it comes with a year.
A year, right? Okay, let's open Word then. So right now the client will have, at least in Argentina, you will need to accept the Microsoft 365 license agreement. This agreement outlines the terms and conditions for using the software. It clearly states that the suite includes various essential applications such as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, among others. By accepting, you gain access to these tools, which also facilitate better data management and provide a significantly enhanced user experience. Once this acceptance is complete, the setup process is done, and you can proceed to configure your account. The system will then confirm your account details. Following this, it will clearly indicate that this is a subscription-based product. A key question that often arises is regarding the duration of this subscription. Specifically, how many days or months does this initial subscription period cover before renewal is required? Yes. It syncs it, and that's what it will show. That's where appear. Alright then. Well then, now I can use it, and without syncing the account. That's the weirdest part. Because normally it always asks us to log into the account, right? Yes, do they all say that? Let's see. I'm gonna open this Excel. If it's available,
It is indeed very true.
it can certainly be 365 days, but Well, if it absolutely cannot be, then I will give it an account or perhaps something yellow for a full 7 days, says Juan Manuel. Well, but what I am going to do right now at this very moment is to completely disappear from all existing records and from the very face of television. I am truly sorry, Lenovo. I know it hurts me more than it hurts you, honestly.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Victor. Number.
I'm going to brush off that beautiful red shield from the taskbar. I'm going to extract it from its very core. I swear to you. Because that's the first thing you have to kill on that little laptop. It has no reason to exist.
Why so much hate for McAfee?
Like something better than McAfee Defender. Where is it?
It's McAfee. It's 30 days.
And even if they gave me 10 years of free subscription, we initially believed it was right there, clearly visible, and within our grasp, a certainty that filled us with a sense of anticipation and understanding. However, upon closer inspection and a more thorough examination of the situation, it became undeniably clear that our initial perception was mistaken. The expected item, the very thing we were so sure of, was in fact not present at all. This realization brought about a moment of surprise, a slight pause as we processed the unexpected absence, and a need to reevaluate our understanding of the circumstances. It was a complete reversal of our initial conviction, leading to a moment of quiet contemplation as the truth of its non-existence settled in.
Nothing installed, that's good. I like ISOs like that, with almost nothing on them.
Nice and clean, right? And that's it. Nothing's gonna happen if it's McAfee well without the McAfee app on this device. We won't be able to protect it. Yeah, that's fine. Another reason. Windows remove it.
It breaks my heart.
Remove? That's it, man. We don't want any more.
Luis, you are absolutely going to completely eradicate the harmful virus, the very essence of the virus itself.
Oh, forget it, man.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct, and I completely agree with that statement.
Chat also here, the friends, but you. The brands give better privileges to Mexicans, he says. Why so much love for McAfee? And he says, why so much love for McAfee? Just so you see, but you... I'll do it later. Look, here's all the junk, guys. Select all, done, yes. So you can see all the traces McAfee leaves behind. Look, here still, even during the system restart process, although. Perfect. This is gonna be deleted, that's how it is. Because it's in the program data, and this is already more in the temporary files. And now it's ready. Now also this one, brother, this one too. Since he doesn't want you, keep going, sir.
End up installing Panda on it, please.
Let's put Panda on it, brother. There we go.
Like, for example, let's say
Everything with Panda.
another one that met the same fate as
McAfee, done. Didn't close the pressure? No thanks. Alright, let's go. But just so you can see what's installed, guys, this ISO is clean, squeaky clean.
honestly, I loved it.
I liked it right away.
Excepting for that truly beautiful antivirus.
Definitely. No, the lens actually turned out absolutely beautiful, guys. It truly turned out quite beautiful indeed. It turned out beautiful. And the sticking, they're going to have the scoop, my dear friends and company, my very good friends and company. A truly wonderful gathering.
You should have told me about that method a year ago. how to remove that thing.
For real.
For real. I installed Windows like 6 times in 20 days just to see if it would turn out the same.
But Revo has existed since the days of Millennium, or even before, I think.
So there it is, clearly visible in Defender, and here it prominently features a rather nice watermark.
Later, please, Victor, I sent him the confirmation, the affirmative response, the yes that you were expecting. However, it is crucial to note that this particular document or file was not transmitted through OneDrive. Instead, I utilized an alternative method for delivery, ensuring that the information reached him securely and efficiently, even if it wasn't through the standard cloud storage platform we often use. This was a deliberate choice to address specific circumstances surrounding this particular transmission, ensuring its proper handling and receipt by Victor, despite not being located within the OneDrive system as might have been anticipated.
I think I'll just leave it like this now.
It
Clean and very like
a lot.
it bothered the visual library. Plus plus is always used.
Client.
The client McAfee is indeed the one we are referring to. Yes, these are definitely leftovers from a previous situation or event, indicating they are remnants or remaining items that need to be addressed.
Or McAfee.
Let's go to the... That's it. Let's continue.
The little bits that McAfee leaves behind.
And let's go ahead and give it the restart of life. Let's restart it. After all this, we're not going to touch anything else. It's restarting now. Actually, you can see it here too. Let's wait and...
To
the computer had something happen, right? It had a live seizure. Well, over here in the bingo, it's done. It's finished here. I'm gonna click yes. Oh, the Lenovo started doing something. It just needs to restart. Look.
No problems in paradise?
No. It started updating the BIOS again or something like that.
It's reinstalling McAfee. It doesn't want to leave.
Can you
imagine?
Can you imagine if it came back to life after that? Yeah, it did something like that. The fans went full blast and then it started up. Hey, he's doing that really often.
It wasn't me. I wasn't the one with the idea.
They said we should keep McAfee just in case, right? This is that case.
Let's see.
Well then, okay.
Before we continue with this, actually, I'm not even going to support it yet. Let's finish this bingo one so we can finally have some peace. No, let's call it Latin American here. Next. There wasn't any error here in bingo, right? There wasn't?
No.
There wasn't. That's what I'm really liking. A lot.
I just want to check, in case Victor, when sharing the screen, another code doesn't pop up.
We have the QR under control now.
Sure. Please do.
From now on,
Again to
me. OBS. No, I am absolutely not going to share my screen like this, not even for a single moment, because I really need to open my WhatsApp application. I want to open it up, and then it smoothly transitions and goes over to this specific side of the screen. Look closely, and that is precisely what I need to see and access. Now, yes, at this very moment, I can confidently share the content with you all right here. I am going to proceed with changing the entire presentation setup. I am going to carefully switch the active window to the correct one. Let's make sure we do it perfectly right in a true bingo style fashion so that all of you can clearly see everything here on your screens as well.
The good thing is I added extra coffee.
No, this is truly good. It's absolutely pure, completely pure.
That's a bad habit, Mansell.
Here I'm going to put, what happens if I just leave it blank like this? I'm not going to input a specific team name at this moment. Instead, I'm choosing to click the skip for now option. I am genuinely interested and want to observe if the system will automatically assign a Model X, or if it will simply retain the exact same stock model with those particular numbers. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
It's gonna show up. They took my coffee away.
We still haven't actually removed it from the bingo list just yet.
Bingo is just like that, so this is doing a good job.
I wish my market and
and they write down Microsoft, startup options, join action, domain. I genuinely believe that this particular round is going to decisively beat the last one, which was from 2024 actually. I have a strong feeling about its potential.
this message originates directly from HP, specifically from their official communications, which I personally crafted and sent out. However, many of you, our valued customers, currently possess the Asus VivoBook OEM versions, which are the original equipment manufacturer models. They are asking very specific questions about their purchases. You might say to yourself, I'm going to proceed with buying a VivoBook, anticipating a complete system. But then you discover, to your surprise and potential disappointment, that it does not come pre-installed with the Windows operating system, which is a crucial component for most users. In the broader landscape of reliable and robust computing devices, both Lenovo and Hewlett-Packard stand out as the true workhorses of the industry, consistently delivering dependable performance and durability for demanding tasks. And then there are the Nitros, which evoke a strong positive reaction, a resounding wow, due to their impressive specifications and capabilities.
I've had extensive experience with various models of Asus Nitros, and my observations consistently point to them being, frankly, quite a chaotic and disorganized mess in terms of their overall design, internal component layout, and often their thermal management systems. These particular laptops frequently present a multitude of issues that can significantly detract from the user experience, ranging from suboptimal cooling solutions that lead to thermal throttling and reduced performance, to a general lack of refinement in their build quality and aesthetic appeal. They often feel like a collection of disparate parts rather than a cohesive, well-engineered machine, which can be frustrating for users seeking a reliable and high-performing device. In stark contrast to those experiences, this specific model we are discussing, which is a notable departure from the typical Netro offerings, comes equipped with a substantial 16 gigabytes of RAM. This generous amount of random access memory is a crucial specification, as it provides ample capacity for multitasking, allowing users to seamlessly run numerous applications simultaneously without experiencing significant slowdowns or performance bottlenecks. For demanding tasks such as video editing, graphic design, or even intense gaming, Having 16 gigabytes of RAM ensures a much smoother and more responsive computing experience, enabling the system to handle large data sets and complex operations with greater efficiency. This is a significant advantage that sets it apart from many other laptops in its class, especially when considering the often limited memory configurations found in more budget-oriented machines. So, considering all these points, particularly the inclusion of such a robust memory configuration, wouldn't you agree, Victor, that this particular aspect is a key differentiator and a substantial benefit for potential users?
Just in case, and put it on the side before it gets lost.
But make a mistake and send me the Mendoza one.
And
Serenely.
calmly and without any worries, I am going to the presentation here, and I will equip you as well. I will also share my OBS setup.
It's because he completely removed the
McAfee, a globally recognized and leading cybersecurity company, provides comprehensive digital protection.
And tell me that you hate McAfee, if not say McAfee.
The machine now, it's like
that thing that stresses out both the user and the device.
both together. How much RAM does the laptop have? How much is the integrated graphics using? Well, right now we can see that it's 16 gigabytes in total, and at the moment it's reading 13 because it's allocating some.
There are two, yes. Because, let's see, mostly if not no look, but it goes directly by default. It's not set to automatic, the RAM usage, which is usually what happens. Well, with an integrated one, the app gives you the value directly. It gives you a random value up to a maximum of 2, depending on the motherboard. There are others that give you up to 8, 16, etc. to allocate memory.
Off camera, we even satisfy our needs.
Hello everyone, my dear friends.
According to this here, look, a score of 5,500 is truly exceptional and remarkably good, demonstrating outstanding performance within a mere 7 days. Furthermore, now that we have the significant advantage of direct native access, the remote connection, even if it were to provide you with native access through a protocol like RDP, would undoubtedly reach its absolute maximum potential and be fully utilized, showcasing its impressive capabilities.
You'd max it out.
We already have the ISO, my dear brother. It's all perfectly good. Oh, please don't tell them that I am merely renting this place. Tell them that
When you are renting, it's a perfect chance to tell them all about those wonderful and cherished memories you've made, sharing the special moments and experiences that truly stand out in your mind.
And Louisville's is really strange. It says it uses 9 gigabytes of RAM, but the graphics, the numbers don't add up. They just don't add up, Louisville. That's what we're seeing. But well, usually you have to
Check the BIOS situation.
we have to see how it behaves right now by the way in the virtual. I mean, it says so here, right? Do you happen to know precisely when we are going to close this particular operation a little more definitively? I am about to quickly and efficiently bring over the essential and high-performance RAM modules from either the impressive R4 system or the equally capable R5 system right now. Could you please confirm which specific model it is, my dear friend, so I can proceed with the correct components? From over here.
Because of the frequency of the devices, it really caught my attention.
Alright, let's take a moment to carefully consider our options and make an informed decision. I'm currently evaluating the various installation packages available, and after some thought, I believe I'm going to proceed with installing the MSI version. My preference for MSI stems from a long-standing positive experience with their products. I find their build quality, software integration, and overall user experience to be consistently superior compared to many other brands on the market. It's true that for a significant period, I was a dedicated enthusiast and loyal supporter of Gigabyte, appreciating their innovative designs and robust components. However, over time, Mississippi has truly captivated my attention and, dare I say, stolen my heart with their advancements, particularly in areas like thermal management, aesthetic design, and the intuitive nature of their BIOS and utility software. Their commitment to performance and user-centric features has really made a lasting impression. Now, moving beyond the brand preference, let's delve a bit deeper into the specifics of the hardware we're working with. We can examine its specifications, capabilities, and how it integrates into our current setup. Following this detailed hardware overview, the next logical step in our process will be to finalize the current task. This involves clicking Finish on the installer, and then it's crucial that we run the application with administrative privileges to ensure all necessary system changes can be made without encountering any permission-related issues. This step is vital for a smooth and complete installation. Furthermore, regarding the disk configuration or perhaps a specific system state, I made sure to capture a comprehensive screenshot of this particular aspect. This screenshot serves as a valuable reference point, documenting the exact details at a critical juncture, which can be incredibly useful for troubleshooting, verification, or future reference. I'm also going to take a screenshot of, let's see, the board. I'm interested in the board, guys. The build and everything else.
Don't break my heart. According to the design, by AMD itself, it only supports up to 16. It doesn't matter. Still, it's
Nice. However, it truly didn't, unfortunately.
Come with 16 as a base. With it,
maximum. Honestly.
Like they say, he really went all out, says Yorick.
I swear I'm looking at this particular one with a great deal of affection, but I would definitely put a bit more RAM into it if I possibly could. I'd certainly add more. I truly don't like it. He says it's simply too little.
in fact, this machine should be mine already. It even comes with the NAM code in Mendocino. Bring it over here.
No more, no less. Today I'm feeling particularly optimistic and positive about the progress we're making. You know what? Regarding the client, I've been contemplating a significant move. I think I'm genuinely going to provide them with some crucial intelligence, perhaps a detailed insight or a strategic advantage that could truly benefit their current situation. It's just that I'm currently in a phase where I'm generating a multitude of innovative concepts and fresh perspectives, and these ideas are really starting to coalesce into something substantial. However, these are not just fleeting thoughts, they are developing into concrete proposals that I believe hold considerable value. We'll definitely have to closely monitor and carefully consider the reactions and opinions expressed by the broader community, as well as the coverage and discussions in the news media. Their feedback and perspectives will be absolutely vital in shaping our next steps and validating the direction we're heading. Furthermore, if you happen to notice that the visual display, perhaps an image or a piece of text, appears excessively small or difficult to discern on the screen, then it becomes absolutely imperative for me to make an immediate adjustment. I will need to enlarge the display, or perhaps reconfigure the settings, to ensure optimal visibility and user experience for everyone involved, making sure that all the critical details are clearly legible and easily accessible without any strain.
There it is indeed.
So there we have it. Complete situation laid out before us. And just to ensure everyone is on the same page, I want to emphasize that I also took the initiative to send the screenshot, a very specific and crucial piece of visual evidence, directly on WhatsApp. This wasn't just a casual share. It was specifically for the community, a dedicated group of individuals who rely on timely and accurate information. The screenshot itself was quite telling, bearing the distinctive Discord stamp which immediately authenticates its origin and context within our communication channels. Furthermore, it contained vital references, specifically cause and reference, which are key identifiers within our system, pointing to particular data points or sections that are highly relevant to the discussion at hand. And speaking of data, there's a very specific statistic that originates directly from the benchmark section. a part of our analysis that provides comparative performance metrics. This statistic, once observed, was quite definitive. After all of that, the process was complete, the information disseminated. However, despite the task being finished and the data presented, there's an underlying sentiment that lingers. This isn't something that holds significant importance in the grand scheme of things anymore, as the immediate action has been taken, but the initial revelation or the circumstances surrounding it undeniably left a very distinct and unpleasant taste in my mouth, a feeling of dissatisfaction or unease that, while not critical now, was certainly impactful at the time it occurred.
That it doesn't actually give me the available options, that's the issue.
That's bad. Let's see, let's check.
Yes, the McAfee. It's like that classic moment with the classic kid at school, you know, the one who always seeks attention. And everyone is completely quiet, and the silence is almost deafening. He feels an irresistible urge to break it. He has to make his presence known, to declare himself loudly and unequivocally. He just has to say with all the bravado he can muster, "Here I am, son of a bitch, here!" It's almost as if he's saying, "I'm right here, pay attention to me. I'm the one you've been waiting for, the one who will disrupt this peace." He's practically shouting, almost here, ready to make my grand entrance and shake things up." I'll show you.
Teacher. Son of
You.
bro. Thanks to you, if my bingo is slow, I'm sorry it's slow. I think it's a matter of...
At the McAfee, a leading comprehensive antivirus security software.
Well, and I also get that I'm killing the virtual environment because I only gave it 2 colors, and Gandai,
Gave up on
I must ask, do you happen to have your bingo card? That very important and exciting game, readily available and clearly visible over there on your side, Jody. So we can begin playing this engaging activity without any further delay.
No. Don't tell me that. I owe you that. Don't.
Say that. Ah, damn. How do we do it? Louisville buddy, do you have Hyper-V over there so we can check and run the tests? Isabel, let me know, please. Well, you always have it, right? To send you the feedback on how it behaves in Hyper-V and all that. So we have everything well synchronized. Here it's normal if not, but I'm going to upload it, and here, yeah, the kid getting into places where there aren't any flames.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I completely agree with that point.
Yeah, we have to, man. Isabel, are you still there, man? Yeah, right. Are you truly here with us in the very midst of everything too? I genuinely think so, right? Please, if you can, give us a clear and undeniable sign. They finally deployed the bingo-tudes, hallelujah. Amen to that. No, not yet, it's still loading. I need to give that machine more power and switch to the final one. I need to give it more juice. Camel? Yeah, camel, man, camel. Oh, to light a candle, a beacon of warmth and remembrance for whoever might be among us in this very moment, truly. It's a gesture of acknowledgement, a quiet recognition of presence, whether seen or unseen, known or unknown. This simple act, the flickering flame, serves as a gentle reminder of shared space and perhaps a silent offering of peace or comfort to anyone who may be here, sharing this time and place with us. It's a profound and heartfelt sentiment. extending a welcoming glow to all who are present, in spirit or in body, within our midst.
No, I mean, he's here, but not really.
He's sound asleep, the poor guy. Let the poor man sleep. This one. Here we install the bingo tool, see what happens, guys. And I think after that we'll wrap up the stream. We'll finish this second part. We've already satisfied a lot of the curiosity of those who are here with us. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for watching this video.
Much. And, well, take full advantage, take complete advantage while you are currently there. You could certainly start the process of downloading it right now to thoroughly test it on the server as well. That would indeed be a very good and beneficial idea. You'll see, keep an eye on that Alex from the Queen, right? She already did it, they gave it to us to download, and I have it, but I haven't uploaded it yet, man. I have to upload it to the cloud. I'll upload it today, I promise you this time. As soon as I have it uploaded, I'll send it to him, because that's also what we're going to share with the community. And to test it out, to get rid of that nagging doubt, look, to get rid of that nagging doubt. Oh wow, the old RTOL files are really something, but all of this. How's my task manager doing? I imagine it's sweating. Relax. Yeah, that's already a processing issue. It's a processing issue. Finally, my dear friend, at long last. What happened, Alejandro?
You really messed up that virtual machine, I think.
Yeah, I messed it up too much. But well, that's the truth.
The message is going to pop up, please install McAfee.
It's already installed.
It's already there. It comes built in, man.
That was the first thing that showed up.
This is indeed the very first of all the things that have ever existed. For those asking where the screenshots are, they're in the Discord group, in the general chat, and they're also in the community WhatsApp group, guys. There you can see what we got with CPU-Z. And, well, is it okay? Honestly, it's fine. It's good, it's good. Well, look, after so much work, guys, after testing and more testing, we managed to build an ISO in just a couple of hours. It doesn't take us months anymore. What a wonder now with all the research. I am going to put this in, let me see. I have to go to, obviously, I'm gonna go here to the access credentials. Go ahead and proceed right now. And I am going to begin to put it right here, exactly here. That particular thing is taking an incredibly long time. Does anyone happen to have a VMware setup, guys, available to test this quickly and efficiently? Alejandro is saying right now, kind of half-heartedly, like, no, he says, maybe tomorrow.
I have it, but this machine isn't exactly modern. It's a 4th generation i3.
All right. We have some issues in Paradise, Jorge.
It still holds up pretty well, but you have to be patient with it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go ahead. Here, please do share. And up here, no. and I'm gonna quickly take it to the left. Well, it could also be VMware, not so much him. Guys, seriously, with VMware, some days it works great for me, and other days it's just terrible. Just terrible. Some days it works fine, other days it makes me want to cry.
Well, the same thing happened with Hyper-V. Until recently, it was kind of so-so. Then a few days ago, they released an update that supposedly fixed it, according to what I read.
And it really did genuinely and truly fix it, right? Well, in theory at least.
As far as I saw, it seems like it did.
As far as I saw, says our friend.
It's just that I don't use it much.
It's just that VMware is really going through a rough patch, man. It's kind of running badly. That thing is running badly.
I'll say it again. My old mule just isn't what it used to be.
It's like with any software that's bought by another company, they gradually start stripping it down until it's useless. And then they end up merging it into some other proprietary software of theirs.
Oracle, right? That's pretty much what I was saying.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what happened with a lot of old software that just faded away and disappeared. For example, back in Windows XP and Windows 7 days, I frequently used a particular music program a lot called Music Match Jukebox.
Music Match, a perfect pairing.
Music Match. Yahoo eventually bought it, kept it going for about a year, and then it sadly died.
The very same thing also happened with Winamp as well.
Exactly.
Winamp was truly magical, then it got bought out, they completely ruined it, and well, now it's actually come back to life.
Like a phoenix, man.
It impressively rose from its ashes, but even after this remarkable resurgence, there still aren't many people actively using it at this current moment.
The old version, even today, there are people who still use it. Well, I still use, for example, Music Match Jukebox. I still do. I actually have it installed right now.
I can vouch for that. No, the one I was using was version 4. The 4 from 2000. Yeah, I've heard of it. Guys, I think it's time for us to say goodbye here on the stream. That's what my brother is doing right now, saying goodbye, kind of stalling so you guys can keep hanging out with them. But you only gave it 2 cores and 2 gigabytes of RAM. No, actually, I gave it 8. But anyway, I think what's really choking it here are the 2 cores. The 2 cores, it just can't handle only 2 cores. But it's really strange. It's not like it's running on a mechanical hard drive. It seems like it, right? It seems like it, but it's not. Let's stop saying goodbye, Victor. Yeah, I think so, guys. That's it. Yeah? That's it, goals. We've already gone over by 30 minutes in the second part, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll share the feedback with you as a community. The good thing is that the Platinum members stay here until the end. And, well, we're good. So, really, thank you so much for being with us, guys. Honestly, it was a win for everyone. It was also great feedback. Alright, take care, guys. Thank you very much. Friends, staff, we'll be seeing each other. Until next time. Bye-bye. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Well, the goal wasn't met, guys. You were gonna get an ISO and you couldn't reach the goal. So much wickedness. See you tomorrow. No, better yet, until next time. Smell that music, man. You already wanted to do another live tomorrow? I would really like to do a live broadcast, but unfortunately I simply cannot at this moment. Okay, I have
fully grasp the situation and all the intricate details you've provided. I've meticulously processed every piece of information and am now completely prepared to move forward with the subsequent actions. Thank you for taking the time to thoroughly explain everything. Your clarity has been immensely helpful. I am confident that we can proceed efficiently and achieve our objectives without any further delay.